What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar, and we are talking about a little tip, a little trick when it comes to investing and figuring things out in crypto as far as when a good time to sell would be. These are very specific conditions that I'm gonna go over in this video. Very specific. They don't happen for everything. They don't happen all the time, but when they do happen and when you notice them, it's 90% of the time like foolproof. It's almost flawless every single time, I swear. And we're gonna go over that now. So hit the like button, subscribe if you want to see more content like this, you guys, and let's get into it. So the topic of discussion today, especially as it pertains to my ex-CN friends out there who are catching some sick gains on this news that Binance might be listing, the topic of discussion today is exchange listings. Okay, a lot of people in the game, everybody, especially in your first cycle, you hear exchange listing and you think it's the most bullish thing ever. My coin, all it needs to do is get listed on Coinbase or Binance and it's got it made, right? Everybody thinks this. And an exchange listing itself is not normally a bullish thing, actually. A listing is not bullish. The news of the listing, pre-listing, is bullish. And we're going to go over the logic behind this, kind of thought process behind this, okay? I was thinking about this today, and this is it really is something that if you understand it, I think it will help you take the emotion out of any trades or investments that could be in a situation like this, and it'll just help you see it for what it is, okay? And this is just my theory. This is my opinion. I'm going to paint you a picture here, okay? So imagine you're in the crypto space. We're in the crypto space right now, right? The biggest entities that buy any given coin are exchanges, right? If an exchange wants to list a coin, they either the foundation of the coin or the team, they have to give the exchange coins, they have to pay to get them listed, or the exchange has to acquire them themselves, okay? And normally when an exchange, prior to an exchange buying a coin or listing a coin, they have to buy a lot of it, right? They're accumulating this coin, they're acquiring it, and that sends the price sky high. If you think of it, it makes a lot of sense why the price would pump, because these are the biggest entities in crypto. Binance being the literal biggest entity as far as crypto exchanges go in crypto, that's a big deal. Coinbase being the second biggest one, that's a very big deal when you see these exchanges listing. So some of the biggest entities providing some of the most buying pressure for this coin, they're acquiring it so that they can sell it to you. Once they list the coin, and here's where things connect, right? If you haven't connected the dots yourself already, let me connect the dots for you. When you list a coin on an exchange, if you're an exchange listing a coin, have you acquired enough coins for the listing, or are you still acquiring coins? Would it make sense to list a coin while you're still acquiring coins, or would you list it after you've had your fill? They list it after they've had their fill, which means that you've got some of the biggest entities in crypto buying your coin, sending the price up, and once they list the coin, they're no longer buying it. Now they're selling it. Now they're selling it to you. That buying, you've got now two very bearish things that happen. All right, and this is big, right? This is, if you understand this, you can really time and appropriately sell coins anytime there's an exchange listing, at least 90% of the time, I swear. Not financial advice, this is just my opinion, and this is what I've experienced over the 8 years that I've been doing technical analysis, investing in crypto since 2015 myself, okay? Whenever an exchange lists, it's bearish that an exchange lists your coin most of the time, not always. It depends on the circumstances, of course. Everything's different. And a certain hyped project, like if it's really hyped up, it doesn't matter. An exchange listing doesn't have to stop it. It can continue to grow, especially if it has a low enough market cap. But most of the time, you've got a bearish event in the fact that now your exchange, the big entity, is no longer buying this coin. And to add on to that, now they're selling it to you. You, the little guy, you're buying it now. What, you've got $1 million, you got $10 million, you're still a little guy in this game, right? And I would assume most people who are watching this probably don't even have $1 million, let alone $10 million or more than that. There's probably some of you who do, right? And even then, millions is not a big enough kind of impact in this game, right? So they're selling it to you. No matter how much money you have, you're not an exchange. You don't have the same capacity to buy that they do. They're not buying anymore this coin. The buying pressure goes away. They're selling it now. The selling pressure is being added, right? Anytime a coin gets listed, especially when it comes to Binance and Coinbase or several exchanges at once. That's why you see meme coins dump for a long time after they get listed on a bunch of exchanges. Everybody's like, oh, Trump and Melania are getting listed on 4 exchanges at once. That actually provides selling pressure. Retrospectively, a lot of us should have seen that coming. But whenever your coins get listed, oftentimes it's to a T. It's a perfect event where you literally sell off on that day. And I actually want to look at Pepe just as an example, okay? We're going to use Pepe as an example. Pepe a meme coin, and we'll end this video. We'll look at it on a monthly basis. And there's plenty of coins. I use Pepe all the time because I feel like I've talked about it a lot. Not a lot recently, but I've talked about it a lot this cycle, and specifically in reference to this. Its initial pump up that it had here, May 1st, 2023. We go to the day itself on a daily time frame. You go all the way back. This initial pump, that's exchange buying, you guys. This is what exchange buying looks like. You measure it, okay, from a low to a high. You did a 24x in like a 2-week period. That's exchange buying. Okay, that right there, 100%, no doubt about it, that's exchange buying. You look at the day that it topped, it was May 5th, 2023. Now we're going to go to Pepe, USDT on Binance. May 5th, 2023, right? We look at the first day that this coin has data on the Binance chart, okay? You'd be shocked, or maybe not shocked at all, to find that the very first day, you look all the way down here, it was May 5th, 2023. In other words, literally, quite literally, if you observe it through ways of actually like just using your eyeballs, looking at this other chart here, if I can find it. Is this it right here? Why can't I clicked back enough times. I don't know why I didn't do it. Okay, over here. Yeah. Basically, if Binance listed it on this day and the price stopped moving up and went down, you can literally observe what exchange buying looks like. That's exactly what it looks like, okay? So whatever coin you have, if it looks like this, if it's doing things like this, and then you hear the rumor that it's going to get listed on an exchange, just know it's not over yet. But when you get listed, likely it will be over. And that's all I got to say. So hit the like button, subscribe if you want to see more content like this. Of course, nothing's ever over. If you look at Pepe, it went up after it got listed on the exchange. It went down a long time, and then it went up and it went to new all-time highs. You know, so it's not condemning, it's not like life-threatening. It's just momentarily you've got a very kind of bearish situation going on. No more buying pressure, and then you literally trade all that buying pressure with selling pressure. So does it make sense? I feel like I'm beating a dead horse here. Hit the like button, you guys. Subscribe. I'll see you on the next one. Thank you for listening to my perspective. I hope it helps you in your crypto ventures. I hope it makes you a lot of money. I hope that you see exactly, or the dots have connected, and that you can see why this is such valuable information. It's very obvious if you think about it. It's very obvious, but sometimes it's the obvious things that you kind of don't think about sometimes. I don't know. Anyways, bye-bye.